So you've been into Angling Direct and you've picked up your free whip kit. You are just a couple of steps away from getting into fishing. But before that, if you are over the age of 13, even if you are the accompanying adult to a child, you will need to get yourself a fishing license. This can be purchased online or at any local post office. And secondly, you need to pick a venue to fish. Today, we're at Reef and Fisheries because it's absolutely rammed with all sorts of species and a great place to start. If you've got a local river next to you, just as good, but just make sure it's nice and safe. So what you get with the whip itself is a telescopic whip, a rig that's already set up and ready to go, and some hookable pellets. So setting it up is nice and simple. You simply remove the bung from the whip and then extend it to the full length. Now, because you're going to be fishing and swinging fish to hand, you need to make sure your rig is the same length as your whip. So to do that, simply unwind it from the winder and lay it next to the whip until you get to a little connector at the end. This is at the point you need to tie a simple overhand loop knot in the line on the rig. All you do is double the line over, thread the loop that you've just created back through that loop, pull it down tight, make sure the knot is moistened and trim off the tag. Once you've tied this loop, it's a case of connecting it to a little plastic connector at the end of the whip. Simply pull the sleeve back, hook the loop onto the hook and then secure back in place by sliding the little plastic sleeve up. So at this point you are all ready to fish. All you need to do is set the depth on your float, pick the area in the lake that you wish to fish and attach your chosen hook bait. Pellets that we've supplied are absolutely brilliant. As a backup, do advise getting some maggots because they catch absolutely anything, and if there's one thing about your first fishing session is it needs to be active. If someone has a good first session, they're much more likely to continue it in the future. So once you bait it out, swing out to your chosen area, and it's really important to offer some free offerings. So feeding little and often, either maggots or pellets, will draw fish into your area and ensure that your day's fishing is action-packed. And while we're on that subject, I'm not actually fishing today, but there's a couple of juniors down there that we've already got set up and fishing and are really enjoying it. So I better make sure that everything's okay because I think we might have a couple of new candidates into the world of fishing. Look at this. This is cool. Not very many places have these. So this is a golden rudd.
Oh, that's cool.
They're really cool. They're quite rare actually. So all these golden colours.
It kind of looks like a goldfish.
Yeah, it's a sort of a cross between a goldfish and a rudd. So a normal rudd would look exactly the same, but it'd be a lot more silver, be less of this gold.
I think I've got to hold this one.
Yeah, well done. There we go, plenty of fish for the first time. The all-important question is, have you enjoyed yourself, girls?
Yes.
And would you do it again?
Yes.
Well, there we go, doesn't get much better than that. A couple of new anglers into the sport, and I hope your whip kits brings just as much enjoyment.
Bye-bye. Hey, wrong way. Oh, can we do some more fishing?
Can you do some more fishing? That's always a good time.